Hello, my name is Maggie, and I am participating in the 2023 Tarot Reading Contest. I will be reading for question number 3, which was submitted by Linda. I will be using the Dark Wood Tarot by Sasha Graham. I thought it appropriate for the season that we're in. Okay, the question Linda asks is, what am I seeing that is not true? So we will do a quick shuffle. I also shuffled it before. I'd like to give it one last shuffle before we start turning cards. Okay, the first position is, what is it that you think you see? And our first card is the Nine of Cups. We have a cat here with a bird in its mouth, and it is surrounded by 9 cups. And what you think you're seeing is that your wishes are coming true, that you're getting everything that you want, that it's time to jump in and just go for it all the way. So that is not true in this situation. So you need to step back and start taking things a little bit more cautiously. Position number 2 will be, what is blocking you from seeing the truth? This is our second card. And it is the Knight of Cups. This Knight of Cups is indicating that you're being blinded by the excitement and the romance of the situation. It's not necessarily a romantic relationship. It's just you are enamored of what it is you think you are seeing. It's something you want to be true, and that is feeding into helping blind you to seeing the actual truth of the situation. You're caught up in the newness, the excitement, the good feelings that it's giving you, just the excitement of the possibilities and the promise that you see on the horizon, if this would be true, and not seeing all the nuances that are going on behind the scenes of the situation. So, like I said again, it's good to step back, take a little bit of time, and try to remove yourself from those feelings and try looking at it, without getting caught up in all of those exciting thoughts and emotions. Okay, our third position is how to see the question or the truth or the situation for what it actually is. And our third card is the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is a beginning. I really like this suit of Pentacles in this deck, especially for this time of year, because what is being held in the hand here is an apple that has been cut in half, not from top to bottom, but from the side. And when you cut an apple like that, you see these 5 seeds arranged just like this. It's interesting because it's the pattern of a star, it's the pattern of a pentacle, so it's very fitting, and I think it's just beautifully portrayed here. And with the Ace of Pentacles, it is representative of a seed that holds a world of promise. Similar to the poet whose name escapes me at the moment, commented about the world being in a grain of sand. There is a grain of truth in what you are seeing, which is why it's so easy to take the whole situation before you as the truth. The most effective deceptions always have an element of truth in them. So, in what you are seeing right now, there is an element of truth, and that is what you've been holding on to or focusing on. But it is being encapsulated by a lot of things that are not true, and the things that are surrounding it are very attractive. But if you take the time to step back and reevaluate, there are things that aren't exactly lining up if you just take the time to carefully look through every aspect of it, and things that don't line up with that grain of truth that has been easy to overlook because it is so small, and these other items are so attractive that it's easy to overlook that they're not quite lining up as they should. So you need to look through and find that one small seed or kernel of absolute truth and use it as the gauge to evaluate the other aspects that are presenting themselves as being tied to that truth, but they aren't actually. Now, with my readings, I like to pull what I call the shadow card, which is from the bottom of the deck when it's been shuffled. So I'll move these up here in my OCD, and we will pull the card from the bottom of the deck and see what it is that is holding you back or helping obscure something you need to be aware of and work against. And here we have the Eight of Swords. Yes, the Eight of Swords. Okay, we have the Eight of Swords, and this is what is uh, working against you, keeping things hidden. Um, this thing that you're seeing that you think is true, you feel exhilarated, you feel a new sense of freedom. Um, it's very exciting, but secretly it is binding you up, and it's going to eventually begin to start choking you and suffocating you. You're going to find yourself trapped and not sure how you can get out, not seeing a way to get out. So now's the time to start guarding against that. Um, you're probably already starting to experience a little bit of it, but you're discounting what it actually is because of all the good you are falsely perceiving to be in the situation. It's not comforting boundaries or entanglements, we'll say, but they're sneaking in there to start tripping you up and tying you down, and soon you'll feel entrapped and like there's no way out. But before you get to that situation, now is the time to step back. Like I said, look for that kernel of truth from the Ace of Pentacles. Um, it's going to be easy to see if you just take a step back. Um, maybe just take a little time to mildly isolate yourself and just start methodically working through the different aspects of this thing and evaluating it. Once you find that little kernel of truth, step through methodically, impartially, and evaluate those items. So if you take away the excitement and being just completely captivated by it, it won't stand up to the test of that kernel of truth that you know to be 100% true. So that's the reading I have for you. I hope that you found it helpful, and hope you have a wonderful Samhain, and blessed be.